Hello, Mary, meet everybody. It's MicheleMarieDalene. It's the 17th of June, 2020. And today, as you may know, we were going to have gone to McDonald's for dinner. The only thing is, the dining room isn't open right now. And I'm not in the mood to call DoorDash just to have a meal delivered because I'm sick of eating at home. So either I might go to McDonald's. Oh, not McDonald's. I might go to ABC Pizza instead, or just forgo everything. I'm not in the mood to deal with the bullshit associated with COVID-19 and all that crap either. But I do have something I wanted to talk about today, and that's the iPhone 4S. As you know, we've been using this phone. I'm taking out the back of the phone here. It said the newer iPhones also have the glass back too, so it's not the only one that has a glass back. This thing, there's ways to get this to the newer iOSs if you jailbreak it. The problem is right now we're using this as our camera so for the live streams, and so if I jailbreak this sucker, there's a good chance that the phone will never recover if I jailbreak it. Although I am interested in doing it, I'm just not sure if it's a good idea or not. Last night we had a lot of people trying to call me on the phone. It was driving everybody apeshit crazy. And so I wanted to try to figure out what it's going to take to get people to understand what's going on. So let me just explain this whole way. Figure a way to turn off the Hangouts and the Google Voice notifications on this. I'm not going to bullshit you when I tell you this. Hear me out. Number one, I know you want the phones on real bad. I know you do. A lot of you are chomping at the bit. But if you don't cut the tomfoolery and constantly call me when I'm not taking phone calls, I might just tell you straight out, we're not even going to bother to turn the phones on for the studio line. That wouldn't be good for me or you, because they have other reasons to have a phone too. And that is medical concerns. You see, the cell phone, as great as they are not a perfect solution for everybody for medical concerns. So the question is, should we just go ahead and just get a home phone, the 2 lines for me, and maybe have a sneaky studio line that just no one knows about? Or just get the 2 phone lines and like we had it before and leave it at that, which certainly makes sense. The only thing is, of course, is what doesn't make sense is when you have people calling your private phone line when you're not even expecting anybody to give you a call at all on the private phone line. So you see, I have to make this clear. I am really very concerned. The fact is that you guys are not listening to what I tell you. Which is when I actually say we're not taking phone calls, I mean we're not taking phone calls. Okay? It means just like it sounds like. We are not taking phone calls. So please do not sit there and bitch at me and say, oh, this is not fair that you're not taking phone calls. I'm not taking phone calls because we are not currently set up right now to take phone calls. Okay? Do you understand now? Do you get it? Do you understand? Or are you too dense to understand? I hope you're not. Well, anyway, so I had to turn off a lot of features on this thing because to make this thing work, I'm just checking to see what features are still enabled and disabled and all the other horse shit that's going on here. Contact Sync, Calendar, App Store, Group by App. Okay. So, the question is, should I jailbreak this thing, get this thing up to iOS 12 or iOS 13, and take my chances on this phone, the newer iOS. Hopefully that the 512 megabytes of RAM with this dual core processor is going to be able to do it and do it well. Or should I just leave it alone for now? Maybe get a junky old 4S that's as a guinea pig and try that first. You see, unlike Android, which the camera we're using here is the Android one, it's actually very easy to upgrade or jail or root an Android phone. It doesn't take much work. In fact, my phone has the option built right into it to root it. I choose not to root it because the fact of the matter is I'm concerned about viruses, Trojans, spyware, and the other nasty piece of software that comes down the pipe. And trust me, there's a lot of them. So I really am rightfully concerned about exposing my self and underbelly to nasty stuff. Right? Now, I know some people are saying is, what about the new iPhone SE2? The new iPhone SE2 is a nice phone. It's about the size of the LG phone that we're using to shoot this video. It's got a home button on it and everything. And it's, unfortunately, doesn't have upgradable memory, doesn't have an SD card slot. It does not have a built-in headphone jack, which kind of sucks, you know. I know, somebody say, what would you need a headphone jack in the 21st century? Trust me, you want a headphone jack for some things, okay? So, but besides that, I also, today, like I said, I walked all the way to CVS to buy some Frosted Flakes and milk. The Honey Nut Cheerios were not on sale. So I bought the family size of Frosted Flakes. And then I went back home. I went to Cumberland Farms and got a gallon of milk. That was the longest I've ever walked in a long time. And by the end of the trip, my left leg was exhausted. The lactic acid was actually very much building up in my muscles, my left leg. I remember when I first walked after I got back on the 6th of February. And, well, it was with my walker, and I was whipped going just to Cumberland Farms. Today I go to Cumberland Farms without my walker, and I walk fine, but it takes me a while. But I get there, and I need to keep exercising my leg muscles for obvious reasons. Use it or lose it. Yeah. And if I lose my leg muscles, I'm SOL, because I don't have a car, and so I have to do everything on foot. So everything, my legs or my transportation. So if my legs go out, I'm out. And that's the reason why I'm a little bit concerned about that, you know. But I'm doing better anyway. Certainly I'm getting, my legs are getting stronger. So, what's the latest in the stimulus bill? Nothing. Because Mitch McConnell still hasn't brought it to the floor. He's presenting the new bill for police reform. Well, we need that too. Donald Trump is giving out his White House recommendation for $2 trillion stimulus package. Probably be about $2.5 trillion actually, just to be safe. I'm sure they got at least some leeway. As far as personal checks to everybody, I don't know what they're going to do about that, because I know he said there's going to be stimulus checks, but unfortunately, they didn't say how much or when. Obviously, it has to go to the House and to the Senate, and it has to be voted on. The original stimulus check didn't do enough, considering the fact that more and more of the lockdowns lasted way beyond 2 weeks. The original stimulus check was figured out it would be enough for 2 weeks, people. The stimulus is still going on, and as the number of cases excuse me, go on the rise, people are rightfully realizing that we need more than just $1,200 stimulus. So why are they only just giving one check? I don't know, because they're out of touch. They obviously think one check is going to be enough. Listen, we had given us one check, thinking originally it was only going to be an issue that was going to last a couple of weeks. It took March, April, May, June, as of now, 4 months. That's $400, that's $300 a month, and the $1,200 stimulus check. A family of 4 easily can eat that up. Okay? But don't forget you also got other utility bills too, rent costs, and other expenses that people, especially those that are unemployed but are not getting unemployment boost, are suffering from. We have a huge influx of evictions because of the situation with the rent or the rental protections have ceased. Unless Mitch McConnell gets off his fat ass on July 31st, 2020, the unemployment boost is going to naturally expire, leaving a lot of people in a very bad shape. Why is Mitch McConnell now? I don't know why he's not actually bringing this bill to the floor. It really should be brought to the floor. But no one's talking about it. Well, anyway, we are going to have a live show tonight. I promise you that, if you're interested. As far as, should I jailbreak this and upgrade this to newer iOS? I don't know. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. If I did upgrade, this thing would be slow as molasses. But I also was showed a way that you can use the jailbreak tools to fix the YouTube app so it doesn't have the YouTube app expired message on it. It has to do with the modifying the info.plist file. So the question is, since I have a program called Explore iPhone, can I still get into the info.plist file and modify it with that program instead? That means I wouldn't have to unlock the phone. It just means I just got to go ahead in there and change the settings on the YouTube app. But that's still the ancient app. It's not the new app. It doesn't have the ability to upload live streams or anything like that. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do that either. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. We may be getting some equipment in soon for demonstrations and upgrades that was being donated by a patron. So we'll see what happens when that stuff comes. I don't know what it's going to be. I just nicely told him, surprise me. So we'll see what we get. And what else? Oh yes, like I said, no more smut calls. I'm not kidding you. No more smut calls. Okay? Because like I said earlier, you keep doing that, and you're not gonna get the studio line back. Okay? Just it. I don't want that. Okay, I don't want that. It's not appropriate behavior to do that. Well, guys, that's it for now. I will see you at 8 o'clock tonight. So, talk to you soon. Bye-bye.